Well, you join us again with the one man that has never won this title. New Zealand's Andrew Nicholson riding Deborah Sellers' Nereo. As we pick up now, absolutely flying Jock Paget Clifton Promise. He's over halfway through this cross-country and coming to the Mirage Pond, thought to be one of the crucial fences on the course. Through pretty quickly, gets a great shot at the first. One good stride and makes it look ridiculously easy. Certainly, this phase of the course not quite as strong and as punchy as we've seen. Big fence, but it's straightforward. Andrew Nicholson, Nereo in Huntsman's Close. Big corners, but more room to correct any errors. No errors from the Kiwi. As we now come back to Sam Griffiths. Paul Brocker, it was the cross-country phase that took him to the top of the leaderboard last year. He's at the Garden Gates, very upright again, time lost in presenting for them, but back into his stride. As Todd and Leonidas now come to this new pond. Fence 20, big rail in, and then a good shot at the very, very narrow triple brush. Doesn't quite get the stride he wants coming out, but again, clear and safe, two-thirds of the way round. Joining Mark as he comes to what is one of what we call a filler fence, big, bold, very easy, and heading across a little bridge, and again, you just take the pace off to cross that bridge. You can't gallop flat out over it. It's all these little holdbacks that will reduce the chance of getting the time. This is the Shogun Hollow, fence 22 of what the 31 fences on the course. Interestingly enough, in reverse last year, it was where Todd had his first problem of the day, came unstuck, but not this year. Nereo now at the lake. Very important to get your line here. And then, will he be 3 or will it be 4? Just gets the 4. Oh, and just catches a toe, but you don't budge this man easily. Just look how tight he turns. The man has got a clock in his head, he really has, and you can see there he's not wasting an inch. Coming for home. The 2013 with a Jock Paget. Now, literally 3 jumping efforts from home, and is he going to get there? It's close. He went round at fences 25 and 26, took the alternative, and is he going to get there? I have a feeling not. Plenty of energy left. He's really pushing Clifton Promise on, and he's responding, but he's not going to get there. We go red, and that means now every second counts for 0.4 of a time penalty. And of course, with that 41.2 and so close at the top of the leaderboard, he was 6, it will probably drop him down if people go inside the time. Fascinating. 47.6, the target to beat in the early stages. Back with Sam Griffiths. Innocent-looking little log, quite upright, beautifully decorated, so natural. The Willis brothers again done a fabulous job in presenting this badminton course. As now the turn of Andrew Hoy. He was the winner. Oh, can you believe it? Lanfranco, former ride of Bettina, and very strong, very difficult, and he's out with his first ride. Todd coming to the last. And is he going to get it? No, he's just going to miss it, but it's close. This time is going to be crucial. Without doubt, the title is going to very much depend on whether you get in or whether you don't. Just 1.2 time penalties puts him on 47, and he now takes the lead. The New Zealander's got a very strong field as we now pick up Nicholas Bashora, the young 20-year-old, the youngest in the field, man who Chris Bartle thinks a really exciting prospect. Oh, and he's between strides. He's between the 3 and the 4. Sit tight. He's behind the saddle. Can he cling on? Can he cling on? His vest is gone, and that'll be a hindrance. Oh, brilliant piece of stickability there from the young German in his very first badminton. But he's got 20 penalties. And with that air vest gone, that will really be worrying, because they really get very tight, they really grip you, and I think he's thinking about, will he go on or won't he? He's attempting to undo the vest, it's not straightforward. He's going back in the water. He's still in two minds though, without a shadow of doubt. Tom Go the third. Well, let's have a look at it again. Jumps in, count the strides. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't quite make it on the fourth, leaves that leg. Gives horse and rider no chance, and the fence does save him, doesn't it? But here on in, the horse is trying, so is Nicholas. How they survive that last part, I really don't know. But in the end, it's the air vest. That's the bit that really calls the end of the round. What a pity. But you hear a lot more of this young man. He's very talented, and at 20 years old, he will be a winner. Germany still, though, with a very strong field here, but not the young man at his first attempt. Well, now Bettina Hoy, international star for Germany over many years, rode in the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles, European title in 1997, safely through Huntsman's Close. Sets up, oh, and takes perhaps one too many, so that's 20 penalties. That's disappointing. Andrew Nicholson on the horse that he won the individual bronze in the World Championships of 2010 in Kentucky. It's been his best horse, and he has targeted this event at the Silver Birch combination. He's going direct. It's not an easy line. It really shows horsemanship at its best when done well, and certainly Nicholson does that. Oh, and he's between strides. Now she can go the long way round. The others we've seen who've really jumped it very well keep pushing forward. Andrew Nicholson, as he comes now down to the big brush escalator fence, made actually to look easy, but there's quite a steep gradient there, and those brushes again very narrow, particularly if the horse is getting tired. But Nereo definitely answering Nicholson's calls here. Now this is where we'll get an instant look at where the dock is. 50 seconds to get home, and that should be good enough. We've had 2 or 3 inside the time, and of course, if Andrew gets inside the time, we'll know who is the leader in the clubhouse at this stage of the day. But it's so close behind them that it really will have no bearing necessarily on the result in the show jumping ring. Good to see the horses coming home so well. The going is absolutely perfect. Heavy storms at the beginning of the week, but the wind has dried it out. The going could not be better. It's counting now, and it's going to be close. This man is known to be absolutely the judge of judges against the clock over the last, and he's going to do it, I think. It is, though, I think, because it's so close. 1 second inside. He stays on his dressage. Flora Harris now amazing. The 8th combination at the New Pond that could well be one for the future for Britain's teams. She has had a lot of experience, but now with that experience needs to put it all to the test and perhaps make a mark. As we're back with Bettina Hoy, 9th after dressage on 42. Back at her best, she could be one to be reckoned with at the Outlet Mount. Again, much easier this year, but safely through with confidence and down to the Mirage Pond. Ingrid Klinker, many people's idea of the favourite, with Horseware Hail Bob, the horse that she very impressively won the 4-star at Po last November. And remember this lady, 2 Olympic team golds, that in Hong Kong in 08 and then London 2012, and part of the World Championship win for the Germans in Normandy last year. Flora Harris, amazing. At the silver birch combination, big jump in. Sets up, oh, and takes perhaps one too many pulls. Easy to sit in the commentary box and say that, but they did afraid. So that's 20 penalties. That's disappointing. Now she can go the long way round. Incidentally, those fences numbered as 2 fences, so she can circle in between. See it again. Just takes that one pull too many, whereas the others we've seen who've really jumped it very well keep pushing forward. Flora didn't quite. Designer at the new pots. Bettina Hoy. Riding at her very best. Haven't seen her ride like this in recent seasons, but this is Hoy. Mrs. Hoy there, back, something like her very best. Ingrid Klimke, daughter of the great Rainer Klimke, one of the best dressage riders of all time. And she really has put that and all of her other brilliant horsemanship and talents to the test on many occasions. One of the biggest international winners that Germany ever had in eventing. And this horse could make her quite outstanding for the future. Brilliant and quick. Well, waiting at the start is another former winner. 2009, Flint Curtis was the win for Ollie Townend. Now riding the horse of Paul Ridgeon and his wife, Armada. He was second here last year, former ride of Andrew Nicholson. And of course, right up there after dressage. This man, with his skills across country, might well be in the picture as he sets out at a pretty quick pace. And to those 2 big brushes, 2 and 3, he'll relish those on this horse. He's a horse that takes a really good hold. Now very experienced. Ollie, who's ridden lots of horses, but fair to say, probably had his best rides ever on this horse, particularly across the country. What a great feel Armada would have given him over there. Sets up, will he jump this on the angle? Yes, a little bit. So, a good start, can he build? Bettina Hoy now, Designer. That very good dressage of 42.8 coming towards home. She has been so much quicker than we've seen her go in recent seasons. Now based in Germany. As back at Huntsman's Close comes Paul Tapner. Yet another badminton winner. Oh, and he puts a foot on the back. They are big, but as you see, more room between. He gets time to recover and get the second one right. Ingrid Klimke. Horsewell, Hale, Bob, Mirage Pot. Gets right underneath, but again, this horse has got so much ability. We're right in the crunch of this competition. You're going to have to stay with us for all the excitement we've got ahead as we see her go over the Oxer now. But stay with us with all the action to come.
27 seconds over this